Flatulent burping cows have become comic relief in the global warming debate, but livestock emissions are no laughing matter. Every year, the world's cattle belch out 80 million tonnes of methane, a greenhouse gas far more potent than carbon dioxide. I'm Tamara Sheward in Australia, where a resident 29 million cattle help make this country one of the world's worst per capita methane polluters. But there's a change in the wind. Just an hour southeast of Melbourne is the heart of Victoria's lush dairy belt. Almost a quarter of all milk drunk by Australians comes from this region. I'm on my way to meet senior dairy scientist Dr. Peter Mort at Victoria's Ellenbank Research Centre. Hi, Peter.
Hello, Tamara.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Come this way and I'll show you something interesting.
Oh, OK. I like interesting.
My research in particular is aimed at methane abatement, reducing the amount of methane gas dairy cows produce. This actually is a real cow's stomach. Could you help me with this?
Yeah, sure. So this is
a real stomach
of a cow.
It's been fiberglassed. It's about 120 litres. When the cow eats her food, it goes into this first stomach, the rumen, and this rumen acts as a fermentation vat and produce waste products, carbon dioxide and methane. Methane is about 21 times more potent than carbon dioxide as a greenhouse gas.
Methane emissions are an increasingly serious problem, and Peter's team of scientists have been busy with the unenviable task of assessing the farts and burps created by the resident herd of cows.
We can go in and see these cows. This one's Mona.
Mona.
Because she makes moaning noises sometimes.
Hey, Mona.
And
she's not very social, is she?
Mona has on her collar some brass cylinders, and the cylinders are connected to a capillary tube to just above the nose, and it's collecting exhalations or burps that the cow is making. Then we can calculate the daily emission of methane.
By closely monitoring the emissions from these cows, Peter can determine the impact that their diet has on the amount of methane they produce. In their most successful experiment, Peter fed the cattle with grape marc, the skins, seeds and stems left over from red wine production.
Smell it. It smells like vinegar.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It was a big surprise to us. We got a 20% reduction in the methane emissions. They reduced from 500 grams a day down to 400 grams a day. So that's a big reduction.
That's huge, actually, isn't it?
Yes, certainly. There's about 1 million dairy cows in Australia, and if we were able to feed grape marc to all of those cows, that would be equivalent to taking about 200,000 cars off the road.
200,000 cars. And this is in 1 year?
Yes.
Wow, that's astonishing. Grape marc appears to have some real potential for reducing methane emissions. But is there a sustainable supply of the stuff?
Welcome to Wild Dog Winery.
Thank you very much.
Come for a look. The bunch is just starting to form, so...
Right, and this is Shiraz.
That's Shiraz.
So once they are harvested, after you're making the wine, you do have this grape marc left over.
Yeah.
How much marc would you have for a winery your size?
About 15 tonnes.
What do you do with it? Because it is a bit of a waste product, isn't it?
Yeah, it tends to be a bit of a nuisance. We try to get it off the property or at least have it taken a fair way away. In the past, we have had farmers, local farmers, that come and collect it and take it away and basically feed it to their cows.
Using a waste product from one industry as a potential solution for another sounds too good to be true. How are you going?
Oh, good, thanks, good.
Great, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, down. Good boy.
Hello.
Good boy.
You have fed your cattle grape marc before.
Yes.
How did you come up with that idea?
Well, it all started out by accident, actually. With the drought, feed supplements are getting very expensive, so I decided, well, we have to do something about this, and chased around the local grapevines and come up with Wild Dog, and they kindly offered the grape marcs. The cattle started on it, and it was just all gone in a matter of minutes. So here we go. This is what they like.
Ooh, she just sucked that straight out of my hand like a vacuum cleaner. They're all coming in. They're smelling the grape lady. It's all right, please don't eat me.
Don't film us climbing over.
Oh,
please.
he will. I'm incredibly unco.
These cows are here to be milked at our dairy.
We've seen that the Great Mark has had an amazing effect on methane emissions from cows, but what impact has it had on the quality of milk itself?
There's been a 6-fold increase in conjugated linoleic fatty acid, and that fatty acid is known to reduce the incidence of cancer, arthritis and diabetes.
Well, it definitely doesn't feel like an experiment or a science lab. This is just like being in a farm. I'm covered in milk. It stinks like cows. There's milk and all sorts of fluids flying everywhere. But really, we are standing in the middle of something that could revolutionize agriculture and with massive impacts for the environment.